Hi, I'm Kimberly Schneiderman, Senior Practice Development Manager at Randstad RiseSmart here with the weekly tip. Now here at Randstad RiseSmart, in addition to the guidance you receive from your coach, we take a lot of pride in creating a robust library of materials, content, advice, and direction made to help you understand the entire career transition process. Even with the thousands of pieces of content we create, we know that there are times that you have questions that we haven't quite tackled yet. So today, I want to answer some of those questions for you. The first question, any pointers for standing out with a face mask on? As a matter of fact, I do have a few. While you may think that the smile is now a lost art, don't be so sure. So much of your face changes when you smile, like I am now. We encourage you to smile under your mask. In addition, put extra emphasis on your eyebrows and open your eyes to show enthusiasm. Match your tone of voice and inflection to the message that you're trying to convey. Body language is also an important tool. Nodding your head, leaning in, giving a thumbs up, or clasping your hands, putting your hands to heart. We're all generally sending messages about how you feel or what you're trying to convey in that moment. Whichever body language tools you decide to use, also ensure that you speak clearly and loudly enough for the person to hear you. Your goal is clear communication. Practicing some of these strategies in advance will ensure that you are well prepared for conversations. And the next question, are virtual backgrounds and green screens recommended for virtual interviews? In recent months, a plethora of fun backgrounds have been created for virtual meeting platforms. Some are fun, others are peaceful, some are just plain silly. Your goal with the background is to match the tone of the meeting. Keep your background simple and clean. You might not need anything. If your background is naturally cluttered or maybe distracting, you can use the blur background or a scene of bookshelves or other very simple decor. Avoid the fun stuff like a cartoon or a beach scene. Save those for calls with your friends. The next question was, how should we respond to this question? How do you feel about working for a manager that is younger than you? With so many generations in the workplace right now, it's not uncommon. In addition, because people have different career goals, experience, and opportunities, it's not unexpected that someone younger than you might find their career advancing quickly. Focus on what you can learn from the manager and how you will be able to grow from the experience. Communicate your ability to work well with many people, no matter what their age or background. Communicate that you're flexible in your approach to work and appreciate others' experience. You might even say, throughout my career, I've always appreciated learning from others. Since everyone has different goals and experience, it makes sense that we have a mix of generations at all age levels in the organization. My goal in every job has been to get to know my manager, learn from them, understand their priorities, and work closely with them to accomplish the tasks and projects required for the job. The next question I can answer is, what can you do when management isn't allowed to give references? Hiring managers and HR professionals will understand a company prohibiting a reference, but they will also expect you to have more relationships to draw upon. In this case, you might call upon someone from a previous job, in addition to considering others with whom you've had a strong working relationship. Perhaps a vendor, even a customer, can be a strong reference for you. Think about your contacts from active or past volunteer work that you've done. Or perhaps you worked on a committee with a professional association and can ask the committee chair or somebody on the board of directors to be a reference for you. If you are a recent graduate, you may opt for a professor or mentor who knows you well. Remember, the important factor in selecting references is that the reference knows you well and can comment on both your accomplishments and how you approach your work. And the final question we'll answer today is, what are some of the Randstad RiseSmart resources I should review? I'm so glad you asked. Some of my favorite resources are things like the weekly tip on mastering video meetings, or the other weekly tip called How to Get Good References. We have a whole series of webinars called The Art of Interviewing, as well as a series of webinars on LinkedIn. We have email and phone templates to help guide your conversations, and we have the interview practice tool so that you can get experience interviewing on camera. As you have questions about some aspect of your career transition, we invite you to dig into the many resources we have to find your answer. Our articles and webinars library holds hundreds of resources that address many different topics. Our numerous email, cover letter, and networking templates are available to help you craft that perfect message. And our various tools and assessments will help you research your industry and even your own personality and preferences. And of course, your coach is always here to support you as well. Thank you for joining me today. For more ideas in your career transition, be sure to tune in to upcoming webinars.